Hey everybody, Mean Joe with Balsa USA. So you're going to notice a little bit of a difference in the setup for this week. I'll get to that here in a little bit. I wanted to cover a couple of things that we've got going on. And there's Jeremy. How's it going, Jeremy? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Hey, couple of things we've got going on. Over on the Facebook feed, if you check out the Facebook feed and you go over to the pinned post, you're going to see this What's in the Box contest. So what we've got going on is right now we are showing a What's in the Box. We're going to give some guests. How we doing, Steve? We're going to give some hints and tips over the next couple of weeks, and the Sunday after Thanksgiving, I'm going to do a drawing for a Balsa USA swag package. Not really 100% sure what's all going to go in it, but it's going to be some really cool stuff, and you're going to want to check that out. So right now, currently, across Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all the fun stuff, I've been giving hints. So right now, where I set is the hints that have been given are made in the USA. That was hint number one. That was found over on the Twitter. I'm sorry, that was found on the Instagram page. Hint number two was going to be, gosh, I forgot. I forgot what the second tip was. There was made in the USA. There was, I can't remember what the other one is now. I'm drawing a blank. So anyway, this is what we've got. The tips I'm going to let you have right now are going to be, it's going to be made in the USA. It's going to be, gosh, I'm drawing a blank. So made in the USA we've got. It's going to be in this box. Okay, we're going to do what's in the box. And the next tip I'm going to give you guys is going to be useful. And the next hint I'm going to give you is going to be cross-platform. So made in the USA, very useful, and cross-platform are the hints that I'm going to have set up for you guys right now. And as we go forward, there's going to start being some pictures that I'm going to put out there. So make sure you follow the Instagram page. Make sure you follow the Twitter page. Don't worry too much if you don't have me too, Steve. Don't worry too much if you don't have one of the platforms. By the time we get to the end of this, you're going to know what it is, and you're all going to have a chance to win the swag package because you're going to be able to put the hints on. And then once the contest is all finished, I'm actually going to do a video review of what's in the box. So stay tuned for that. So made in the USA, useful, and cross-platform right now. Stay tuned. There's going to be some pictures coming up. I'm going to throw some interesting things at you on it just to mix it up a little bit. And then go over to the Facebook page on the top post and put your guess into that post, and we will get you. Sorry about the camera angle. My camera is going to be up there this time, and that's going to make more sense in a couple of minutes. I hate not looking at the camera, but it is what it is. All right, so the next thing I want to cover is don't forget for this season, the 2021 season, so this would be actually next season, we're going to be attending the Perry Swap Meet. That's going to be put on by the Georgia Aircraft Modders Association in Perry, Georgia. This is going to be SMS. This is going to be 2021. And as of right now, we are planning on attending that event. So make sure you come join us for that. I don't know exactly how, with all the restrictions and whatnot, how things are going to exactly go yet. But our plans as of right now, the first event for 2021 is going to be the Southeastern Model Show at Perry, Georgia. And that's going to be from Friday and Saturday, February 26th and 27th. So if you're going to be in the area, make sure you come and check us out. Okay. The next thing I want to cover is right now, currently, at balsausa.com, we are getting ready to launch we actually already have launched the 10% off holiday sale. This sale is going to take effect on Black Friday, and it's going to run clear through to January 1st of 2021. So that's going to be November 27th, 2021 through January 1st of 2021. Okay, the coupon code that you're going to need, take a screenshot if you need. This is the coupon code you're going to need. Holiday 2020, all caps. When you check out, there's going to be a spot on there to place your order. And when you get to the coupon code, enter in that coupon code to make sure you get your 10% off all kits. So 10% off all kits. This coupon code that's right here, Holiday 2020, all caps, balsausa.com. And you will be able to get 10% off any kit purchases that you place between November 27th, 2020 and January 1st, 2021. Okay, so let's get to the meat of this episode. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I really appreciate it. I got Mr. Collins has already figured out what we're going to be talking about. So as you can see behind me, I'm getting ready to start a new build series. We're going to do this series a little bit different this time around. We were able to take some liberties during COVID shutdowns over the last build series for the Newport 17 1/6 scale. Because everybody's back to their real jobs, we're going to have to do it a little bit differently this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come on and I'm going to do the build and film it. And then I'm going to do the live show where we narrate it and you folks can ask questions and all that. So the build that we're actually going to be doing for this one is going to be the quarter scale J3 Cub. Okay. So I'm going to be building on the show a quarter scale J3 Cub. Now, I will tell you, I'm not going to make any modifications to this one. I'm going to build it straight by the manual, straight by the kit. We're not going to make any changes. And that's basically going to be it. I will be coming back at some point and doing a modification on another airframe to do the L4 version, because we do have the plans and manual available for the L4 version. There's really not a lot of difference between the J3 and the L4. Basically, all it is cutting a couple of pieces off of the turtle deck and adding another former. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I know it does on the third scale, but I believe you already get the former in the kit for the quarter scale as well. I need to check on that to be sure. So I'll check that out and be sure, but I believe that's in there as well. If not, it's an easy grab. All it literally is one former, and you'll be able to do the L4 constructions. I haven't gotten anything done with it yet, Chris. All I've really gotten done at this point is the wood sorting, because I wanted to make sure that we filmed it. I will take you over and we'll do, as soon as I can get to the website here. Let's see. So I can share screen. And this will be the kit that we're going to be building. So right here is the kit that we're going to be building. It's going to be the quarter scale J3 Piper Cup. And that's how we're going to do it this time. Again, this is going to be a little different than it was the last time. I'm going to actually film it as I build it and then come on once a week and do the live video so that you can ask questions and do a lot of that stuff. Because I'm here doing this by myself, I won't be doing a lot of building while we're live, but I will do some. So we'll be able to get some stuff. If I come to a particularly tricky section, I'll make sure that I cover that fully in the video so that you guys can follow along. And don't forget, the 10% off sale starts Black Friday, so you might want to swing by and pick up a new quarter scale Dre 3 cup so you can follow along with the build if you'd like. Now, so what I'm going to do for today is I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've got going on, and just to show you how I start, so that those of you that want to follow along, and this actually works for any kit that you're going to build. And what I do is I start off by sorting the wood. So let me get this up so you can see what I've got going on. What I've done, and if I get my mouse pad out of the way here, I've got all of my parts all sorted out. So I've got all of my formers are under here. I've got all of my the stab outlines. I've got it sorted from light ply to balsa, all the wing ribs, everything's sorted. All the plywood, all the basswood, everything's all sorted. You can see here I've got the dowels sitting right here. And then down on the end down there, I haven't started the process of separating the wood yet. That's what I'm actually going to do a little bit of today. So what I'm going to show you is I've got this piece of basswood here. So with this piece of basswood, to speed your build along, first thing I recommend is going through and grabbing the manual and going through the manual and looking at the steps that are involved. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'll probably end up doing a few pages, like 3 or 4 pages on each episode, so it makes it a little bit easier to follow along, and then you can jump to the sections that you want. But if you know where you're going to build particularly, especially if you're short on space, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of space here, so I can go on and I can sort the stuff out relatively easy, and I can spread out a little bit so that I've got plenty of space. So I've got another bench over here that I can use if I need, but I'm just trying to show you this based on what we have. So I've got this piece of basswood here, and what I recommend doing is I go through and I lay it on my ruler, and I get 18 inches for the length. Next thing I do is I got this neat little square from Foremost Products. Actually, this is Midwest Products, and it has a gauge on both sides for either imperial or metric. Okay, so what I can do, I'm trying to get this where you can see it, because I'm a dumb American, I use fractions. So I can tell you right off the bat that this is a piece of 18-inch, 3/8 by 1/4 inch basswood. And what I recommend you do is I recommend you go in and you label that right on the piece of wood. So I can go on here on the piece of wood and I can label 18 by 3/8 by 1/4. Now, you don't have to mark it directly on your wood. You could use some tape if you wanted to. I personally find that it doesn't really matter for anything when I build it. If for some reason that it's going to show through the covering, or it's going to be there where you can actually see it once the model's built, you can sand it off or use the eraser on the pencil and lightly sand it, and it goes away and you don't have to worry about it. But the reason I do that is because that's going to make this build a lot faster. It'll go a lot quicker with everything labeled. So you can see I've got all of the ribs, all the dies labeled, everything's labeled and ready to go. And that way, when I start doing the build, I can pull the pieces out quickly and I don't have to spend a lot of time searching for them. So my next step in this setup is going to be to go through and measure all my pieces, get everything separated out. So that way, when I get to the steps in the book, I can pull the pieces that I need and I'm good to go. So for this build, what I'm probably going to do is I'm only going to do a few pages at a time for the series. So what I'll do is I'll pull the pieces for what I need automatically and have them set up so when I'm shooting the video, I can just grab the pieces and go. I don't have to spend a lot of time searching. One of the things that you'll find a lot with people that do this process is that they actually waste a lot of time looking for wood. So for me, it's just easier to go ahead in front of the whole thing and get it all labeled and sorted. One of the other things that you can do, Jim, this is going to be a quarter scale cub. Yeah, I see so many different types and sizes that it's just easier for me to mark them. It only takes a few minutes to go through, probably to get the whole kit labeled, maybe an hour. These little Midwest squares are real handy for doing that process. It makes it real simple. And then I use my straight edge to measure length. One of the things I want to talk about while we're on that subject, I know I've gotten a lot of questions lately over on the tech email. And keep in mind, my personal email is tech@balsausa.com. If you ever have any questions about anything that you're working on, feel free to shoot me an email. And I also, my number is 517-208-2112. That's the tech line. If you call into the shop and you have technical questions, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you my number. That's my number. Please keep in mind that I have another job still. I still have my real job. So always leave a message. One of the things that I'll say is if you are international, if you're an international caller, it will not let me call you back the way this phone's set up. So you're going to have to leave a message with an email, or if you prefer, you can just send me an email over at tech@balsausa.com. and I will get to it as soon as I can. I get to these messages every day. So make sure you leave me a message and I will get back to you ASAP. Now, that's also a good point, Matt. I haven't gotten to that yet, but a lot of times what I'll do, Matt said he'll go through and he will pop the parts off of the dies and actually have those in separate bags for each part. So you've got your right wing, you got your left wing, you got your fuselage, and so on and so forth all the way through the build so that you can just grab your bag and go. I really like that. So good tip, Matt. Welcome to the show. Dogfight Apparel is in the house. Make sure you guys swing over to dogfightapparel.com and pick up your really, really cool stuff. He's got shirts, he's got hats, he's got masks, he's got all that stuff. Make sure you check it out. Matt says, don't make 2 left wings. No, that is not good. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to point out is a lot of our kits these days, you're going to find this little addendum. So this little addendum is an update to our kits. So what's happened is, because of restrictions on shipping, we now have a 48-inch restriction, okay? So it increases our prices a lot to keep everything 48 inches long. So what we've started doing is, like for instance, in this Cub kit, instead of having a 48-inch length spar, I'm actually going to get 2 36-inch spars. And the whole idea is that you laminate the 2 pieces together to get the size you need. So for the first lamination, what I've got is I've got 8 1/4 by 3/8 by 36-inch sticks. I'm going to laminate those together, and that's going to give me 1/4 by 3/8 by 60 approximately inch stick. Okay, so I'll talk about that when I go and do it on the build. What you actually do to laminate those is you cut the ends off at 45 degrees, put the 2 ends together, and laminate them together. And I will actually do that in the video, so you'll be able to see. If you want to, there's already a video over both. There's one on edge gluing, and there's also one on laminations over on the YouTube channel. You can check that out and see how that's done. But that's going to be across all of our kits. We've been getting a lot of people calling and emailing about their missing sticks. Okay, you're not missing sticks. We just have a 48-inch length restriction. To ship out 48-inch length stuff is super, super expensive, and we don't want to have to pass that on to the customers. So we just shorten it, and you guys can laminate them together. And actually at the center, that's probably going to be stronger than it was before. Okay. One of the other things I want to point out is when you're sorting the wood, So you're going through and you're sorting your wood. If you know that it's going to be something that you need to have harder wood for, this is the perfect time to go through and separate the pieces out so that when you're doing your build, you don't have to go back later and try to figure it out. Because some things you're going to want harder wood for, and some things you could use softer wood for, and it's not going to hurt anything. So you can go through, you can check it all out, especially with balsa. There's just no way for us to get a consistent hardness across balsa. Okay, it's too soft of a wood to begin with, and it varies so much with what we get from our suppliers. So make sure you sort it out real good. Stuff like the spruce and the birch, not as critical, but definitely with the balsa. And I always sort everything. So I sort the spruce, the birch, whatever I need. I make sure I sort it. I get the harder pieces for the spots where I want a little bit more strength, and I don't worry too much about it with the softer stuff if I want to use that instead. So that's going to be pretty much it for what we're going to talk about with the Cub. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to have build videos posted weekly if all goes well. I might take a break off for the holidays, so there might be a 2-week gap, but I'll have something on there so you guys can check it out. Make sure you don't forget to join us at the 2021 Southeastern Model Show at the Georgia Aircraft Modelers Association. That's going to be Friday and Saturday, 26th and the 27th of February at the Georgia National Fairgrounds and Agri Center in Perry, Georgia. That'll be the first official event of 2021. Make sure you swing over by on Black Friday and take advantage of the 10% off sale. If you want to follow along and build this J3 with us, take advantage of the sale, save 10%, and we'll get that shipped out to you. And it shouldn't be very long, and you can get caught up with the build and be able to build along with us. And it's a good time to have any questions that you might have for that. Don't forget the What's in the Box contest. So American-made, multi-function, and cross-platform. So you can use this for lots of different things. And it's going to be something that we're going to have a lot of pictures and stuff coming up soon. Don't forget the 10% off sale. That starts Black Friday and runs through the 1st of January, 2021. Coupon code HOLIDAY 2020. All caps, no spaces. When you get to your cart, you're going to realize that there's a spot to enter the coupon code. Please enter the coupon code. This is what I'm going to give you a little tip. Okay. On the coupon code, remember to put in the coupon code. We honestly don't have the staff to sort everything. So please make sure if you're going to order any kits during the sale that you enter in that coupon code. Don't forget that part. Okay. Yeah, and I can't wait to see some more stuff from Dogfight Apparel, my friend. Super excited about that. Again, if you guys haven't checked out dogfightapparel.com yet, you need to swing over there and check it out. They got some really cool stuff. Don't forget the Balsa USA official mask is on sale now over at balsausa.com. I can pull that up real quick. So you can check it out. Add stream. So right now we've got the Balsa USA official mask in stock. This has got a Logins Tech background and the Balsa USA logo. We are anticipating that when we get to Perry, we are going to still be required at that point to have masks. So that's what kind of brought this whole thing up and got it in the forefront, is that we knew we were almost going to always need the mask, especially at the first of the year. And we wanted to make sure that those of you that haven't gotten one yet will have the opportunity to get a really cool Balsa USA one. Those are courtesy of Dogfight Apparel. Really cool, really nice. I don't know if you'd call it a microfiber, but it's a really kind of a stretchy fabric with stretchy ear guards, and it's got adjustable bands on the side, and they're really comfortable. So I've been actually making use of them already. So make sure you check those out. So stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have lots to come on this quarter scale Cub build. And if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me over at tech@balsausa.com or 517-208-2112. That's tech@balsausa.com. You can still call the shop at 1-800-225-7287. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and happy building.